Okay, so this video is going to explain how, now I see a lot of people on various social media platforms that live out of a van, but if the van is like one of those Mercedes Sprinters, they're like 60, 70, $80,000 vans. It's not really practical for most people these days. Most people who live in their cars or vans or whatever, they do so because of their financial situation. So I don't think that those people are going out buying $50,000 Mercedes Sprinters. So I'm going to explain how to do it on a budget. I spent about $3,000 on my van, but I put a lot of money into it with making it how I wanted it. I'm going to explain the pros and cons and also a lot of things that I need in the van that I didn't know when I started doing this. Basically, the best parts about living in a van are the freedoms that you have and no bills. I work 6 days a week and I get to basically do whatever I want with the money. I don't have to stress every week about coming up with a mortgage payment or rent or anything like that, or even utilities. My only bills are my phone bill and my car insurance, and I pay for gas. And I work at a restaurant, so I really don't even pay for food. Some of the cons, I would guess, especially for women, is the bathroom situation. There's some gas stations that have 24-hour, they're open 24 hours, that have bathrooms. I go into Walmart, all sorts of different places. But I have been in different cities before where it's very difficult to find a bathroom. I do get lonely sometimes. I'm by myself. I don't recommend two people staying in a small van like this because it's small enough with just me. A lot of the space that I have is basically I had to get rid of a lot of stuff once I started out here. I never realized how much space shoes take up. So I have one pair of sandals, I have a pair of work shoes, and I have my sneakers, and that's it. You can't scrunch sandals up in a little bag and make them smaller. They're the size that they are, and they take up a lot of room. Also, bed sheets, blankets, comforters, that stuff takes up a lot of room too. I try to just have like two sets of sheets for my bed, and maybe two blankets. I have a little too many right now. I have to get rid of some. Now, some of the things that were absolutely necessary for this that I really didn't realize when I started out, fans. You can't sit with your car running all day long because you're going to run out of gas, and gas is expensive these days. So I have like about 3 or 4 fans set up. You see one right behind me. I have one pointing at me that's right there. Flashlights. I probably have 10 flashlights in here. Every time I had one or two, but every time I would go look for one, it would get lost. The stuff gets lost really easy in the van. It's a small space, but I don't know where the stuff goes. It just disappears. And every time when I go to look for a flashlight, because most of the time I'm in the van, it's dark. I work during the day, so I'm here at night, and I really had to get used to basically being in the dark a lot. I have my flashlights attached all over the place here, so anytime I need to have one, it's accessible. Water. I always have bottles of water laying around, whether I need to brush my teeth or just splash some water on my face or to freshen up. Now they make these things called scrubs, SCRUBZ. They sell them on Amazon. I don't have them in the van right now, but I do have them. You add a little bit of water to a little cloth, you lather it up, and you wipe yourself down. And you don't have to rinse. You just have to towel the lather off, and you feel like you just took a shower. Power banks, super important. I have 4 of these. I use them all the time. I'm always trying, because I always have maybe 1 or 2 that are getting charged, and the other ones I use to power up all my devices. Very important. Safety pins. They come in real handy. I get these curved ones from Walmart, so I can hang stuff and keep stuff where it needs to be, because you're driving, you're going over bumps, you're going around turns. stuff tends to reposition itself. You can't see it right here, but I have a bar that hangs up for my towels and stuff. That I also can slide the towels over, and I can make it like have more privacy. Little tools and stuff are coming real handy. Not just like wrenches and screwdrivers and stuff like that. Just little things like this. You don't realize how much you're gonna need that kind of stuff. Scissors. I use them all the time. I've gone through probably 3 pairs of scissors already within the past. Gone through three pairs of scissors probably in the past year. Various kinds of tape. I use tape for everything. I have a super glue tape, a couple different kinds of electrical tape, duct tape. I have every different kind of tape you can imagine because I use it pretty much every day. Let's see what else. A lot of the stuff that I bought that I thought I was going to need really didn't work out the way I expected it, and I didn't need it. For example, I bought a refrigerator, like a little mini fridge. Just keeping it powered was difficult. I have, I'm not going to show everything right now, but I have a lot of electronics in here, stuff that gets powered, stuff that I need power for. The refrigerator just was too much. It took up too much space, and it wasn't worth it. The whole food situation about living in a van, this is a Dodge Grand Caravan. The whole food situation was, I don't keep a lot of food in here for a couple different reasons. I don't want any bugs. I'm very careful when I eat about crumbs. I got a Shark car vacuum, and basically I buy any food that I need. I buy it as I need it, so I don't ever like keep food stocked in here. Maybe like some cereal bars or some peanut butter or something like that, just for emergency situations if I'm that hungry. But the food takes up a lot of space, and it goes bad quick. So especially not refrigerating it. So if I get hungry, I run over to the store and I buy something. It's not cost effective, but it's what I feel is the best way to do things. So I think I spent about $3,500 to get everything the way I wanted it. Which, I see a lot of, like, parking is a big deal. At night I park. Walmarts are generally pretty friendly with parking. I think it's Home Depot's. Home Depot's, sometimes you can park overnight there, but overnight parking is always a situation, whatever city I'm in. I've been everywhere from San Diego to Atlantic City to West Palm Beach. I'm in South Carolina now. I'm in Charleston. If I'm in a city where I find a good spot to park overnight, I'll stay there longer than I usually will in other city, because places like San Diego was very difficult living out of a van there. I thought it was going to be really nice there. The weather was really nice, but there was a lot of things about San Diego I didn't like. And I'm in Charleston for quite a while now because I like it here. I have a couple places that I can park. The local Walmart doesn't bother me when I park there. I have a friend that I park in his driveway sometimes overnight. And another thing that I wanted to go over is the work situation. I work 6 days a week, but I work through a lot of big cities have these apps that you're kind of like a temp. You're an independent contractor, I guess, and they're for food and beverage. Now, food and beverage is a great job for somebody in my situation, because it's really easy to get a job quickly. I don't have to go through a whole interview process, and it doesn't take 6 weeks to get the job. I can go in, talk to a manager, and pretty much be working like within a few days. Now with these apps, there's one that I'm using now where you open the app up, and there's a whole list of places that need people for, say they're having an event, or maybe they're shorthanded on bussers or whatever, and they'll need somebody for maybe a day, maybe two, maybe the whole week. but they pay really well. You're 1099, so you don't pay taxes on it immediately. And a lot of times I'll go into these places and I'll be doing the same thing as something else, and I'll be getting more per hour than he's getting, and not paying taxes on it. So I don't know what they're called, the apps, but I know there was one on the West Coast called Quick, QWICK, that was really big out there. There's Instawork. You can check them out. If you look at one app, it'll show you a list of other ones on the App Store. I really suggest those because it's nice when you come to a city and be working almost immediately. Matter of fact, I had a job in Charleston here before I even got here through one of these apps. So I don't know if I'm going to be making more videos. I guess if people actually watch this, and then I'll make some more, and I'll show some more parts of the van, and kind of how I do things on a daily basis. But it would be nice if maybe I got a couple views on this in the video. Thanks for watching if you do.